Well, hello there, Cancer. This is Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you from Pirate Readings. I am so happy to see one and all of you here. I appreciate every one of you. Everyone is welcome here. I won't judge you if you won't judge me. All right? Thank you so much. And by all means, if you haven't seen the overview reading, go back and find it, because I am looking at the 3 cards from the overview video. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the week of the 7th through the 13th of April, which will include a total solar eclipse with lots of good juju and energy about that. Can be troubling for some, but not all, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Oh, let me talk about your guiding card for the month, all right? We have Adventuring for Growth, and it's talking about how we are proceeding this month to have a lot of inner growth, inner truths coming up for ourselves. We're looking at things in a different way. We're looking at ways and means to integrate new information into our lives and bring it into a tactile, physical form for ourselves. This is very cool energy. We like that for us very much, and I am excited to see how you create new reality for yourself. Nice. Very good. All right. We're going to set that aside, and we will go ahead and go deep on this second week of April. All right, let's add some cards. I don't read them in reverse. Don't be alarmed. And see where we get to. All right. Alrighty then. Excellent. So let's see what we have here. So we are talking about the sacrifice that may be needing to be made. This could be any number of different things. We may need to change our diet. We may need to change how we work, where we work, what we do at work. We may need to maybe change our number of hours. Any number of different ways to make a sacrifice that will be better for us in the end, all right? I think that by the time you're done with it, you're not going to feel like it's that big of a, you'll feel like it's a sacrifice, but it's not, it's going to be for the better, all right? So that's cool, because I like to think that you're going to be able to manifest what you need to for growth, right? This is good. This is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is right here. It's very watery, very good news. Of course, water is your element, so this is good news for you. So new information about something that you care about is coming down the pike, okay? So be aware. You may be getting new information about something that even as you're making a sacrifice, it will be for the better. And whatever you're stepping yourself up into will become more interesting for you, better suited to you. This is going to be great. It's one of those, oh, we'd like to change your hours from working mornings to working in the afternoons and evenings, and by doing that you're suddenly having this, you had wanted to do a better workout in the mornings, but you couldn't get around to it because you were working in the mornings. So now you're not working in the mornings, you've sacrificed your mornings at work, so your hours may be less, but now you have whole mornings open to do your working out, right? So you can see how that might turn into a beneficial win situation. Nice. And of course, the Black Moon is here. The Black Moon is a fun card. Look at that interesting weird bird. It's a bunny running out of the shadows where it was safe into the outside, and where this moon is visible, of course. And in a black moon, bunnies are much safer, you know. During a new moon, you would be much safer out in the universe because the light doesn't shine on your little white body, right? So he's able to go out and play in the darkness because the moon is dark and it won't illuminate him as much. So if you're trying to make some moves in your world under the cover of darkness, now is the time. It will be safe, all right? Interesting that this comes up when we're talking about our eclipse. So something, I'm getting that there could be a really interesting moment for all of my Cancers if you're hanging out with different people or special people during the actual eclipse. That little window of time could be very important for you. So I want you to just sort of pay attention to who and what you're talking about, or if you're talking about anything, or what you're thinking about just by yourself, right? Where are you putting your energy in this moment of now? Are you thinking spiritual thoughts? Are you thinking about your personal growth? Where you want to go? How you want to get there? Those things are important in this moment because they'll be protected in that little bit of darkness. That little bit of darkness right then is going to be very protected for you. So pay attention to what you're thinking about and how you're doing it, okay? Cool. Now we're talking about an area where you're blocked this week. Triumph is blocked. So major, massive wins, not so much. But getting started on a pathway that will work for you will be started, okay? So realize that you're making a sacrifice, but you're going to have a nice information coming in and things are going to get squared away. This is about getting things going in the right direction. It's not about the scale or some massive win happening. There will be no confetti. There's just a processing, getting going in the right direction, right? It isn't like you're going to get the keys to the house, but you've already got, you're getting the paperwork rolling to get pre-approved, right? So that's how that will go. During a retrograde, you can do major signing of paperwork during a retrograde, but the answer is it will be something that you want to have be flexible, right? So if you want something to remain flexible, you can go ahead and sign up and sign any dotted line you want, as long as you want whatever it is to be flexible. If you want it to be set in stone, wait until after. Okay? That's all. That's how that Mercury retrograde works. It will create lots of flexibility in something. And some people may be starting a company that they want to have the flexibility to have it bend and move and change according to what it needs to be. And that's a perfect time to do it. All right? Now then, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is here also in the blocking department, letting us know that big ideas and creating woohoo big moments is also on the no-no list right now. So this is a good time to take this big information and big woohoo moments and put it on paper and use it later, okay? So you can store the information but not act on it, okay? You are going to have big ideas. Cool. Awesome. And they will also be things that are the fortifying your foundation and power. This is the Four of Swords. Is also blocked. So putting your foot down and making big boundaries is not going to be real easy right now. Just keeping that in mind. But like I said, you can start to write things down and figure out how you want to create new boundaries and implement new ideas. Cool. Excellent. Awesome. This is going to be new information you want to integrate, but you're also going to need to hold off on doing the massive integration. The big win won't happen. There isn't going to be a massive win this week, okay? You will need to stand in your power, and that's good. We want you to stand in your power. This is using your male energy or your personal calm to keep you in a place where you can stand in your power. You know, those quiet people who are super strong, walk softly but carries a big stick, right? They don't show a lot of emotion on the outside, but they are indeed very powerful and everyone respects them. And then there's the crazy ones. Good crazy, not bad crazy, but they're the ones that you know they are powerful, and you give them a wide berth because you've heard stories and you are ready to not get involved with that intensity, and you don't want anything to get on you, right? So the person that you put out there is whoever you are, Cancer, and it's cool. There's neither one of these is a bad version of you. It's about you saying, I'm not taking any more shit, get out of my way, all right? And this person here can say the same thing without ever saying that exact set of words. So sometimes just standing quietly can be a very powerful moment. This is interesting, and I want you to appreciate what this is and take it in. It's an 8 card, which also speaks to the abundance that's possible. So even as you might be standing quietly and silently in the moment, and that will be very good for you, all right? So do be aware of that and be ready for it, okay? The Queen of Cups, haha, we have the Queen of Cups here, or we have the Page of Cups here, we have the Queen of Cups here, so excellent news. This is the lady who's going to help. She's emotionally based, but she's very much so like you. She's got your element in her way of being in the world. This could be a sister from another mister. This could be just somebody who is very much so attuned to who you are and what you're doing. By all means, talk with this person. This person can and will support you and calm you. I feel like there's a link here, but with this Queen of Cups, that's going to really, really help you stand in your power, feel empowered, and feel fantabulous. Okay, that is excellent. Love that for you. Your final card for this week is the Magician. Ha! Perfect. The Magician talks about how you can, in fact, manifest anything you want to as long as you're willing to do the work. All right. So we've been talking about sacrifice and not being able to move, right? You were having a hard time getting moving here, not being able to make major moves. And that's true. Not being able to make major moves is absolutely true. But you were formulating a plan. You were formulating an idea. And that's really cool. Now you're standing in your power and you're like, all right, okay, so I can see where things are going to go. It's sort of like standing around. So when I'm in that moment where I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to grow in my garden, oh dear, watch the earthquakes. Yes, my kitty likes to play with the scratching post that I'm using as a camera post. But you didn't see it, so awesome. But what's going on now is that you want to plot and plan things, so you'll stand quietly and stare at the big wide open space for your garden, and you'll think about the grounds and what's going on there and where do you want to put things, and all the plotting and the planning are going on in your head while you're like looking at where the shade is and where the sun will be all day, and you're really working it out. You're doing all the gears and all that. You're envisioning what you want. All right. The Magician is all about that. And yeah, this is a darker version of the usual Magician, representing all the different facets of ourselves and what we can breathe into ourselves and how we can manifest in our lives. Okay. So be aware that we are ready to manifest, and it's going to be great. Okay. My kitty is chatty, so ready to hit the door and get out there. But here we are, and I want to see for you, let's go ahead and find you a pocket full of rocks from over there. All right. The stone from last week was sugilite. I remembered the name. I'm so proud of myself. And if it comes up again, we'll talk about it some more. But we're not there right now. So we have black tourmaline. We have smoky quartz. We have blue opal and rose quartz. All right. So both of these are about staying grounded. This one's about releasing things, getting rid of things that don't serve us anymore, which is going to be super helpful when you're dealing with sacrifice. Good job. And this one's very much about being purified and grounded. And I think that you're going to find that very helpful during the eclipse, as well as dealing with your power issues and this wonderful support situation. You want to be able to manifest that. The rose quartz will help you here also. I want you to stay focused in there. And then speaking from your heart, blue opal has got a really nice watery vibe to it. And I want you to use that blue opal to help you speak from your heart when you're dealing with your power and your friend over here and manifesting what you want. Okay? So this is really good stuff. I love that for you. And we will talk next. Here, I'm going to set these down right here. All right. And of course, we'll talk next week about the 14th through the 20th. And you don't have to carry these rocks in your pocket, but if you do carry rocks in your pocket and they're different from this, let me know what they are. Put them in the comments. I love to know what you got in your pocket, okay? And of course, this is awesome, and I really appreciate all of you being here. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, by all means do so. I appreciate one and all of you, and look forward to talking to you next week. All right? Thank you, Cancer.